Hi, Star Coyotes. As I was doing my walkthroughs today, I noticed that in Mr. Allen's room, they were doing a poetry unit, and Mr. Allen had mentioned how poetry can be anything and can come from anywhere. So right now you're in Mrs. Polk-Meek's house, and I'm making dinner, and I wanted to just think about how he is so right, because poetry kind of does come from anywhere, and I was kind of inspired to write my own poem as I was making dinner for my family. I also, though, want to do a shout out to my favorite poet, Walt Whitman, and if you get some time, and you will eventually, especially when you get to high school, read Song of Myself. And the thing that, or the quote that I love the most from him in that particular poem is, and are you ready for it? I am large. I contain multitudes. And is that not the most perfect thing to say to young people your age who are growing and learning every day? Let me repeat it. I am large. I contain multitudes. Okay, so are you ready for Mrs. Polk-Meek the poet? Okay, here we go. So I've got my mac and cheese, right? And my water, which is boiling. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. And here's the poem. And by the way, I am not Walt Whitman. I am large, and I do contain multitudes, as do all humans. However, I don't contain the capacity to write phenomenal published poetry. But I still love it enough that I'm going to share mine with you. So here's my ode to mac and cheese. Oh, mac and cheese, oh, mac and cheese, your golden hue excites me. I see you bubble, boil, and cook. Anticipation rocks me. By far my favorite thing to do is sit beside your golden hue, ingesting your goodness daily. All right, so that's my poem, 4th grade. I would love, as you're doing your poetry unit, for you to share some poems with me. It doesn't have to be something that your teacher told you to write, but what inspires you? What do you see that brings out your poet's soul? Thanks, Coyotes.